Hello everyone and welcome to the Power Pack. This is going to be a couple of videos we're going to have in this weird in-between week between Christmas and New Year's. I don't really know what day is. And we're going to do this as I'm away, I cannot do daily races, so I thought I'll show you guys lists. This is the new DLC that come as part of the spec-free update. It gives us 50 races, and these are races like nothing you've really seen in single player or Gran Turismo 7 before. You have to practice, you have to qualify, and the difficulty is really high. This pack is going to make you a better racer, whether you want it to or not. Your determination will obviously factor into that if you want to keep continuing with it. I recommend you do because I think these are fantastic. We are going to do a celebration of Sarthe, which is Daytona road course. In the historic section, so this pack is broken down into sections. We have the, what I would say, European Classics section. I don't really know what to name this one. It's got European Classics section. You've got Japanese GT 300 500 section. So it starts with Japanese Civics and the touring car race scene. Then you've got the GT 300s and the GT 500s from the Super GT era. Then you've got the American Muscle section. You've got American Muscle cars. You've got Desert Buggies, so you go actual rallying in the VW buggy. Also got the American sport racing scene over here as well, including Daytona. A bit of over racing in that one as well. Then we got the more European centric side of things, DTM and current GT3 spec cars with endurance racing. Then down here we have the historic section, so we've got the rally section down here, we've got your celebration of the Sarthe, which is more your Le Mans historics, all down this section as well, and some historic Japanese racing. We have the tuner section, which is the last section we're looking at, where it's all just hyped up muscle cars and supercars, tuned to ridiculous levels. I mean, look, 1,000 brake horsepower tuning battle. Let's jump into... let's do what we're going to do. We're going to do the Daytona road course for a celebration of Sarthe historic Le Mans racing cars, and I'll break down what we do within Power Pack and how it is different from normal racing. So we're going to go enter here. Now we have this choice is key because this affects the difficulty of the race you're going to do. So you have three cars to choose from. In this case, we've got the Porsche 917K from 1970, the Ferrari 330 P4, which is absolutely beautiful car, it really is, and finally the GT40 Mark 1. Obviously the Ferrari and the Ford famously went to battle Le Mans in the 60s. So many times there's been films made about that battle. It's fantastic. I'm going to go for the GT40 now. The reason I say this affects difficulty is if you look at the acceleration performance and the horsepower of each car, they progressively change with each car. The acceleration on the Ford, for example, is much worse compared to the Ferrari, but the top speed is a bit different. So you've got to just keep an eye on what you want. I'm going to go for the Ford because I like a challenge. And also you have to pay an entry fee of 1,000 credits. I'm pretty sure if you have this pack, you have enough credits for this. So we have to practice and we have to qualify. There is no room to restart any session. If you want to retire, now's the time to do it. We're going to practice, so I'm going to get a feel of the car around this track. Now in practice you get an hour to practice, you don't have to use the whole time, you can literally just end practice straight away if you wanted to. I don't recommend that. I recommend going out, using the car you're given, because you can't adjust your cars, you can't bring your own cars into this. Go out there and discover what you can do with it. You can change car settings, that's only the tire you can change though, you can't change anything else. It's designed this way to maintain the challenge. You can see all the other drivers in the race here. All these names are from GTWS's past and present, and you can see what sector they're in, as Kind of Boyd goes through sector 1 there. I love the little bar that shows you how far through a lap they are. I think that's fantastic. We are going to go out on track, and we're going to see what's what with the Ford GT40 Mark 1 from 1966. Classic Le Mans car. I don't think I've ever raced this. So they're racing hard, so they should be fine. It's a long pit exit at Daytona. Been in there, I swear. I should have done an exit when I come out. Okay. Welcome to Daytona. You guys see this one in dailies quite often. You guys know how I feel about it. I'm warming to this circuit. I am warming to it. The infield, the road course, I definitely want the oval. You know how I feel about the oval. But the infield, I am definitely warming to. Okay, brakes are great. This is why we practice, so we get a feel for everything. I'm not going to do too many hours of practice for the sake of the video. So this is just kind of a showcase of what Power Pack is, how it works. Onto the bank and we go for the first time. How the qualifier works, just to give you guys an understanding of Power Pack itself. This is the first of a few Power Pack videos over this week. So please enjoy them. If you do want to consider buying a Power Pack, it is in the UK $22.49 at the moment. It might be on sale by the time I put this video out, you don't know. But I'm going to be transferring my skill set to a sim rig rather than controller soon. And myself and Dev, who you've heard the voice of the channel quite a few times now at this point, we both decided Power Pack would be a great training ground for steering wheel racing, and I can't agree more. This is a fantastic way to learn racecraft, to just learn to race, as we're not racing against normal AI, we're racing against Sophie 3.0, and she's a different beast from 2.0 counterpart. She doesn't hold back a single bit. The brakes are awful, Vim. You should have broken much earlier than that. Hello, Walt. Okay, brakes are terrible. So we have to go earlier on the brakes than expected. You see the first times coming in on the left hand side there, there's Mr. Drummond. Hello, Khalil. And the Ferrari. The thing with Power Pack as well, you're going to see cars that you don't see in single player GT. You don't see them at all. There's cars in this you can only unlock from Power Pack, which we discovered in Daily Race A a couple of weeks back now at Daytona, the Mustang racing car, which is basically a NASCAR. It's NASCAR without a name, that thing. Just want to make sure I get my braking points right for the heavy braking points. At the Le Mans hairpin and at turn 1. Come up to the Le Mans hairpin now. Le Mans chicane even, that's not a hairpin. So it doesn't flick elegantly. It doesn't dart through the corners well. You can tell there's extra weight in this. As with everything I drive, I'll always give it everything whenever session I'm in, and I'll always try and extract the most out of the car where possible. Nice and early on the brakes this time. We're still a little bit late. Get into grips with this thing now. Excuse me, Mr. Drummond, sir, could you move your Ferrari out of the way? Right, in practice I definitely got used to the Ford's handling and its quirks now. We're going to bump draft off Drew. Well, I say bump draft, he's going to pull away from me a bit because our Ferrari is much lighter. But I do believe we have the top speed advantage. Ferrari's going to sneak past to the inside here as we get to the one chicane. Nice and tidy through there. And we'll most probably quit practice at the end of this lap. That's a very tidy practice lap, that 149, the only one into the 149 so far. Okay, let's go back to the pit then. So we can see here already, we are purple in sector 1 and sector 2, but we're not purple in sector 3, somebody else has that at the moment. We can spectate the castle track. Mr. Gordon's sat there, Saxky's just going out. Poliora's just set a lap, Mizzano's out there. Kicking no personal boots lanes in the pits. So yeah, you can explore what other people are doing, just see what other people are up to while you're out there. You can also speed up the session. So if you don't want to quit, you're not too sure if your lap time's good enough or not, you can speed up the session, just see what people are doing, what sort of times they're setting, that sort of thing. And you can just jump back in, just press that button again, and you're back into normal time, and you can just jump back out there and you give it another go. Just when you're doing this, keep an eye on how much time it takes for an out lap, a flying lap, and an in lap, so you keep yourself plenty of time. So we're going to end practice for now. Serrano's got the fastest last sector, which is fine, but we're going to end practice, go straight to qualifying. 10 minutes of qualifying then. Let's qualify with 10 minutes. Starting grid for the final race. This is a short session of traffic, every second count. Yes, it is 10 minutes then. That's all you're going to get. Put a time together. It is just like GTWS. Such a long pit exit as well, so we're losing about half a minute, if not more, just leaving the pits in this session. So we lost 40 seconds before we could get out on the track. Keep in mind, there's a 149 for a lap here. You're not going to get too many cracks at this. And you can't restart the session. Can't rewind. See if we can get a decent first lap in. If we get in the 149s again, I'll be very happy. Yeah, let's get this flying lap underway. Hopefully this goes well. No mistakes now, come on. First mistake is missing the braking zone turn 1. That is the widest line you'll ever see. Up to the International Horseshoe we go. We're definitely going to need another lap here. Definitely going to need another lap here. The same as you can do in practice, you can return to the pits, see what other people are doing, and go back out, but I don't recommend it, especially in sessions where there's no fuel burn, no tyre wear, like in this session. Just go out there, get your rhythm, put a marker lap in, or I call a banker lap, where it's just a lap time you put together that's okay, and then push against that lap time, improve on that lap time. My banker is not going to be very good, given how much of a mess I made in turn 1. Another thing for Daytona specifically, because it's a lot of straight line here, you can find someone to draft from, get a bit of a toe in the slipstream from, use it. It'll really help you out over the course of a single lap. Absolutely full of throttle here. Come on to complete our first flyer. It's going to be about 152 maybe. $151.9. Okay, that's not horrific. We make turn 1 this time round. Try to avoid the tyres on the inside then. I made that mistake a few times. 151.9 is a decent time. Killian Drouin sets a faster time. Put a wheel on the grass approaching the horseshoe there, and that's not a good idea. Five minutes in the session remaining. Definitely improving on this lap at the moment. We're about half a second behind Drouin's qualifying time. I don't know who the car ahead of me is. I might borrow a tow now. I'm going to be close enough for a tow. That's helped me out quite a bit, that, to be fair. Will be a few temps. $151.0, that's nice. I want a little bit more though, because I don't think that's going to be enough still. We hook up turn 1 perfectly then, that was stunning. That was absolutely bang on the button. Going to lose time all the way down to the one chicane. No, we're actually going to gain time. I had a really bad exit earlier then. Well, as I thought, 3 minutes of the session remaining. Ran out of time to secure pole position here, but I think we should be okay with the time we've got now. I'm going to put this next one in and we'll return to the pits. Oh yeah, this lap time is very, very, very good. This one is definitely going to be enough. So we're going to lose time because we didn't have the toe on this lap that we had last lap. But this lap time will be more than enough at the moment. More than enough. As we come to the line, it's a 151. I think that'll be enough. Let's return to the pits. Let's just see if it is enough. We can put the travel speed up and see if anyone can beat that. Anyone will go close. Paul Ura puts in a good time, but everyone's sitting in the pits at the moment. Those around us are not going to be putting new lap times in. Serrano's got the fastest last sector again. Makes sense for the 2025 Nations Cup champion as he moves up to second. We've cooked here. Everyone's sitting in last laps now. Yeah, that was improvement. We have pole. Race is about to start. Maintain your position. You should take the race at your own pace. So the race is 8 laps, 2 times fuel burn, 6 times tyre burn. What tyres can we use? Just the hards. So we've got to avail ourselves. No weather on the radar. Let's go get it. It's a rolling start for this one. It's weird seeing a grid like this for a rolling start. It's actually pretty cool. Giron, Ura, Mirzano, Flaga, Gallo, Kike Lopez, Saski, Labutale, De Bruyne, Delago, LaRusso, Benton, Becker. For that Rose Gordon, 8 laps in Daytona in classic Le Mans machinery. It's nice not doing a standing start for this one for once. It's nice. Every single race I've done so far in Power Pack has been standing starts. Here we go then. With green at Daytona. In the Power Pack. And you're going to see how difficult it is to keep to keep Sophie 3.0 at bay. Already under attack from Serrano. That Ferrari straight line is incredible. His acceleration's good as well. I've gone deep at the horseshoe. That's going to let through Drummond. That's deep. Just getting stopped full of grass. Paul is sniffing around now as well. Zano arrives on the scene too. We come onto the banking for the first time. To try and keep up with the cars ahead of us is going to be hard work. You can see the gaps to the leader on the right hand side, the gaps between cars are underneath the names. Oh, you're very slow through the chicane there. So we know where to go underneath, so I've got to go a long way around. Back in the lead again of lap 1. Deep at turn 1 note. Let Serrano back through. Parks with the apex, can't get through there. Deep again, I'm not catching that braking point just right just yet, but I'm in a Spanish sandwich with Serrano and Ura. As long as I keep behind Sarthe before we get to the line, I know I can do it in a straight line with the slipstream on the banking. I say that as he's pulling away from me pretty badly right now. And I'm definitely stronger in the chicane, the Le Mans chicane, the back straight here. Contact. We both survived the contact. This is all about picking the right spot at the right time here. Because that slipstream is scarily good. Try and keep it pinned in here. Get through there. There we go. Does leave me vulnerable to the counter attack on the straight here. He's already catching me. Here he comes again. Put a little block in there. The tyres did not like that. The tyres did not like that. But I am so much quicker through the Le Mans chicane compared to the CPU at the moment, which is going to be to my advantage. That's my key area then. My main area of advantage is that. The straight line, I'm getting cooked every time. Good first sector here. Bit early on the brakes for this corner, but I've been struggling with this corner, so it makes sense. Going very good, so tidy lap so far. One of the big things about Power Pack, if you are racing on it, is stay consistent. Avoid as many mistakes as you can, because you will get punished hard for them. Decent lead now. I do take a little like gasp of air every time I do that corner, just in case I clip the inside of that tyre barrier, which a lot of people have done. You see it happen a lot online. It's an easy mistake to make. You're trying to maximise the corner, sometimes you just get it slightly wrong and it punishes you hard in that one. Interesting line through that corner, but we take it. The field is kind of split up a bit now as well. The one chicane is really helping us build the gap at the moment. Free to go. Bit deep in turn one now, not the line I usually like to take. That's not how you do that. That's not how you do that at all. That has put me under unnecessary pressure. As I can see Sarthe in the background once more. A yellow Ferrari is going absolutely nowhere. Can't afford mistakes like that. Terrible time for a coffee fit as well. As of the time of recording, I am still quite ill. I have caught a cold or something like similar just before Christmas, which is always nice. That's led to this tickling cough that I've been fighting all weekend. And with 2 laps to go in this one, it's starting to rear its ugly head. Literally the whole middle sector there was just coughing. You can see the gap dramatically shrinking now. We need to build it as quick as possible. final lap. We cannot afford a single mistake here. Still losing time. Too early at the hairpin. Too early again. We have to be ahead at the chicane. If we're not ahead at the chicane, we are going to lose this race. We have to leave the chicane with at least a second gap. At least a second. We got that second, and a little bit of change as well. We got this one done. It was a bit tight at the end there. We're not going to come through a win on this power pack race. Based on your finish position, based on how many stars you get, we get maximum star payout for this one. Should be 20 stars, which unlocks the next areas of the power packs. We come across the line at Daytona to win the power pack DLC. There's our 20 stars, a personal best. It went a bit wrong for a couple of laps there, but we got there in the end. And that is our introduction to Power Pack. Let me know what you think of the DLC in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time.